hope it keeps going and going. It seems like it's going to. The show keeps going, so. Thank you. Hey.
Hi. So this is actually, my sister's being nice enough because I wanted to come in and see you. She's outside, so this question's actually for her.
This is for your sister?
Well, it's for both of us.
Where is she? What's she doing outside?
She's holding the line for karaoke.
She's holding the line for karaoke. It's a little early for karaoke, isn't it? Well, that's sweet. I'm glad you're here.
Okay. So since you're Prince Eric in Once Upon a Time, she wanted to know what your favorite Disney song to sing would be.
Oh, goodness gracious. Put me on the spot. Somebody sing it. Favorite Disney song? I don't even know if I know any. It's definitely not Let It Go. I promise you that. That song will not let it go. It just won't go away. I feel bad for people who have kids right now because of that song. Why do I keep staring at you? You're like my comfort zone. I'm making you uncomfortable. Probably something from Aladdin or Little Mermaid. But the lyrics are scary. What does Ariel sing?
Under the Sea.
How does it start? Look at the stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't it make my collection complete? Wouldn't you think she's the girl who has everything? She's got who's it's and what's it's into. She's got gizmos galore. You want thingamabobs? She's got 20. But who cares? No big deal. She wants more. She wants to be where the people are. She wants to see them dancing, walking around on those, what do you call them? Oh yeah, feet. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they play all day in the sun. Out of the sea, wish I could be a part of her world. Thank you. So you see, I changed the lyrics a little, and I'm sorry if I didn't know all the lyrics. You guys are like, oh my god, you screwed that up. Gadgets and gizmos aplenty. Who's it's and what's it's galore. You want thingamabobs? Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm a 37-year-old grown man, so I do actually. I probably should lock down some of those lyrics before the Once Upon a Time convention, though. Yeah, I should probably get on that. Yeah, they're doing Once Upon a Time conventions. I don't know if you guys knew. So thank you for that. That was
Thank you.
Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, they're doing Once Upon a Time. So I guess they had one last weekend in Vancouver, and apparently it was good. Though I wasn't there, so it wasn't great. But I'm doing one in Chicago. So if anyone is in that part of the country, whenever that is, I'll be there. In April, I think. Anyway, I'm actually looking forward to doing a Once Upon a Time one, but I am going to miss a lot of you who aren't Once Upon a Time fans. Because I know that the crowd there is going to be sweet, but it's going to be different. It's going to be different than your Supernatural crowd, that's for sure. There's a weird faction of people that like both, and I say weird lovingly, but there's some people that just cross over between those two shows, and but then there's some people that don't at all. So it's gonna be different. I'm probably gonna have to really tighten up my game up here, and we're gonna have to keep it PG. I'm not gonna be able to hump anything. Probably should do, note this up. No humping jokes. Unless Osric comes out as Ariel. Then, all bets are off. I don't know if any of you saw that. If you did, I'm sorry. What side am I on? Hey.
Hello. Since Henry Winchester was a man of letters, and after he died, we didn't actually see Sam and Dean burn him as a hunter's funeral. Kind of looks like they buried him in his fresh grave with a gun marker, and he has the bloodline. Can you convince them to bring you back either as like a resurrected or a vessel or possibly possessed? Would you do that? And try to convince them to do that?
I would love any of those options, really. I don't know if I can convince them anymore. So Adam Glass, who created Henry, had been fighting to bring Henry into the supernatural world for several seasons, and in season 8 he finally got to introduce Henry, and he wrote this awesome character, and I got lucky enough to book this part and got to play Henry. So Adam and I, we're friends through this whole thing too, and he's a wonderful man and an awesome writer, and I consider him a friend. And unfortunately, Adam is no longer on the writing staff for Supernatural. So but he definitely planted some seeds, and there was a lot of things he wanted to do with Henry and the Men of Letters. He had a lot of really, really great ideas, and he planted some seeds, and I'm hoping at some point, the producers that are there are going to want to go back to that and actually do something with the Men of Letters and Henry, because I think there's a lot there that they could draw from. But unfortunately, the one person that I could call or text or whatever is no longer with the show. He's doing his own thing now. So, but yeah, I mean, I've pretty much made it known at every one of these conventions that I want to come back on the show. So if the producers aren't hearing it, then I don't know. We'll see. Thank you. Span off! Sound like Jim Gaffigan. Span off! 5 minutes.
Hi.
Hello, Sarah. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Number one, you could and should be in Western.
Thank you.
Yes.
See?
I don't know why that was a question, but yeah. So you and your wife and your puppies took a road trip, not unlike Sam and Dean. So what are your highlights and lowlights?
The highlights and lowlights of our road trip? Yeah. Well, we did two very, very, we drove from LA to New York last April, and then we lived in New York for 8 months, and then we drove back from New York to LA right around Christmas time, and we took, I think, 2 weeks to do that, because we did a few stops along the way for Christmas and to see family and that sort of thing. I do much better in a car, road tripping, than my wife. She's like, I don't think I'll ever be able to get her to do another one. So for me, it was all highlights. I'm just kidding. That fell flat. Being in the car with my wife for 2 weeks straight was just awesome, you guys. There's no downside to that at all. I'm trying to make up for that earlier comment. Highlights were just, getting to spend time with her, and the dogs did great. We just made a little cubby in the back for them, and they just kind of slept, and it was just fun to get to have that experience with her, and we saw some really cool places along the way, and got to spend time with family on the way home. We did North Carolina at my brother's house with his wife and his sons, and my parents were there for that, which was really special. And then we got to spend some time with my wife's family in Louisiana, and it was just a really nice holiday, that I will remember forever. Low lights of being in the car with someone for that long, strange smells, just it's the dogs. It's a good thing about having them in the car. Always got somebody to blame it on. It's low lights eating fast food for, it's hard to eat healthy when you're road tripping, but Good thing there's a lot of Chick-fil-A's in the South. Ate a lot of Chick-fil-A. So yeah, overall it was great. You know, we had a really great time, and but it was really nice to get home, you know, and pull into my driveway, and the dogs were super excited, especially Willie, because he hated New York. I mean, he hated it. He's not a big city dog. He's not a big city dog. He's like, since we got back to LA, like I literally will walk out in the backyard sometimes, and he'll just be like laying out, like sunbathing, like his tail wagging, and he's just so happy. Hey guys, come on. Hey Mitchell. Michael. All right, we got another one here. Hey.
Speaking of Broadway, I'm interested in non-Broadway, and I was wondering if you had any tips
Tips for succeeding on Broadway. Well, I have yet to succeed on Broadway, so, but my only tip would be just work really hard, and because it's a really competitive group of people in New York City trying to do it, you know. There's a lot of talented people there. You know, the few auditions that I did get to do when I was there this past time, I mean, you'll be waiting to go in the room, and some of the voices you hear, you know, there was like, I was at this one casting office, I think there was like 3 or 4 different shows casting at the time, and some of the voices you hear coming from these rooms, I mean, it's unbelievable. It's like the best of the best. So, you know, just work really hard and believe in yourself, because a lot of it is confidence, you know.